Chapter 7. My Father Meets a Lion. My father waved goodbye to the rhinoceros, who was much too busy to notice, got a drink farther down the brook, and waded back to the trail. He hadn't gone very far when he heard an angry animal roaring. "Ah, dang, blasted! I told you not to go to blackberrying yesterday. Won't you ever learn? What will your mother say? Ah!" My father crept along and peered into a small clearing just ahead. A lion was prancing about, clawing at his mane, which was all snarled and full of blackberry twigs. The more he clawed, the worse it became, and the madder he grew, and the more he yelled at himself, because it was himself he was yelling at all the time. My father could see that the trail went through the clearing, so he decided to crawl around the edge in the underbrush and not disturb the lion. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to sneak around the lion to me. He crawled and crawled, and the yelling grew louder and louder. Just as he was about to reach the trail on the other side, the yelling suddenly stopped. My father looked around and saw the lion glaring at him. The lion charged and skidded to a stop a few inches away. "Who are you?" the lion yelled at my father. My name is Elmer Elevator." "Where do you think you're going?" "I'm going home," said my father. "That's what you think," said the lion. "Ordinarily, I'd save you for afternoon tea, but I happen to be upset enough and hungry enough to eat you right now." And he picked up my father in his front paws to feel how fat he was. My father said, "Oh, please, lion, before you eat me, tell me why you are so particularly upset today." "It's my mane," said the lion, as he was figuring how many bites a little boy would make. "You see what a dreadful mess it is, and I don't seem to be able to do anything about it. My mother is coming over on the dragon this afternoon, and if she sees me this way, I'm afraid she'll stop my allowance. She can't stand messy manes. But I'm going to eat you now, so it won't make any difference to you." "Oh, wait a minute," said my father, "and I'll give you just the things you need to make your mane all tidy and beautiful. I have them here in my pack." "You do?" said the lion. "Well, give them to me, and perhaps I'll save you for afternoon tea after all." And he put my father down on the ground. My father opened the pack and took out the comb and the brush and the 7 hair ribbons of different colors. "Look," he said, "I'll show you what to do on your forelock where you can watch me. First you brush a while, and then you comb, and then you brush again until all the twigs and snarls are gone. Then you divide it up into 3 and braid it like this and tie a ribbon around the end." As my father was doing this, the lion watched very carefully and began to look much happier. When my father tied the ribbon, he was all smiles. "Oh, that's wonderful, really wonderful," said the lion. "Let me have the comb and brush and see if I can do it." So my father gave him the comb and brush, and the lion began busily grooming his mane. And there's Elmer with the lion. And the lion's mane is fully braided with colorful ribbons. There's the brush and the comb and the cover of the story. Oh, the lion looks so pretty and happy. As a matter of fact, he was so busy that he didn't even know when my father left. Chapter 8. My Father Meets a Gorilla. So here we need to stop and talk. Well, just a couple of things to think about for this chapter. One is, I got fooled. I wonder if you got fooled too. At the beginning of the chapter, Elmer hears an animal roaring,
Ding blasted! I told you not to go blackberrying yesterday. Won't you ever learn? What will your mother say? And I thought, what will your mother say? So this is a dad yelling at his kid. Your mother's going to be so angry you went in the blackberry bushes and got all messy. Like thorns tearing your clothes and blackberry juice getting on your hands and your face. But who was actually yelling? Who was yelling at who? Did you catch that? It was the lion yelling at himself. Angry at himself. Yelling at himself because he was angry at himself. Afraid he's going to get in trouble from his mother. That was kind of a tricky part. And then back to character feelings. How is the lion now? Now we're talking about the lion, not the rhinoceros. How is the lion feeling at the beginning of this chapter when he's yelling at himself? And then at the end, after Elmer gives him a brush and a comb, there's the brush and the comb. Now we know what those are for. And the ribbons to put at the end of all of his braids, of his mane, his beautiful braided mane. How's the lion feeling at the end of the chapter? And now let's compare two characters' feelings. Think about the rhinoceros and the lion. At the beginning, when Elmer meets them, how they're feeling at the beginning of their meeting, their confrontation. And then he helps them with their problem. The rhinoceros has a problem with his horn. The lion has a problem with his mane. Elmer helps them. And how were the rhinoceros and the lion feeling after? So their before feelings, were those feelings similar or the same? The rhinoceros was weeping because his horn is so ugly now. Now all the parts of him are so ugly. And the lion is upset with himself because he's going to get in trouble from his mother. Those aren't the same feelings, are they? They're uncomfortable feelings. They're not good feelings. They feel bad in our heart. But they're not the same feelings. And then at the end of his meeting with the rhinoceros and his meeting with the lion and helping them, how are they feeling afterward? The rhinoceros is overjoyed to see that he can clean his horn, and he gets to work on it, brushing really, really hard. And the lion finishes brushing and braiding and putting ribbons in his hair so he looks so nice for his mother. It doesn't say how he feels, so we have to infer how he feels. So think, if you got all messy and you're supposed to be nice and neat, like maybe you're going to a fancy restaurant or going to a party and you put on your nice clothes and then you went outside and played and got dirty before you left. Oops. And you know you're going to be in trouble when you go inside. Your mom or your dad's going to be upset, and you're going to have to get clean, and you'll be late getting to the party or going to dinner. How does that feel? And then afterward, how would he be feeling? He's fixed this problem. He got his hair nice and combed and got all the brambles and little bits of blackberry bush out, braided his hair, got beautiful ribbons in. Everything's going to be okay. And he looks so nice. Look at him. Look at him. So both characters, their feelings went from bad feelings, uncomfortable feelings, to very good feelings. But different kinds of uncomfortable feelings, and different kinds of good feelings. Character feelings. Remember to think about how characters are feeling and why they make the choices they make, why they do what they do. Let's keep reading.